Hi and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show from the Dominican Ministry Center. My name is Brother Francis Dominic Wintguidon, for those who don't know me. I know it's kind of a mouthful, 5 names, but for short, you can call me Brother Francis Dominic, or Taidon, or Brother Don. I know I'm a new face around here, so I'd like to introduce myself for a little bit. I only recently joined the Dominican order. I've been in the order for 2 years and under vows for only 1 year. And currently I'm in Oakland, California, studying philosophy at our seminary there. Right now I'm in Houston with our community here in Houston. And while I'm here, Father GIệnh has asked me to come and be part of the show.
My name's John Paul. I'm 15, so I'll be entering my sophomore year in high school, and I go to a minor seminary in Minnesota.
Hello, I'm Mary, and I am 17, an upcoming senior in high school.
Hi, my name is Monica. I have just graduated high school. I will be entering my first year of university next fall at the University of St. Thomas.
And I just finished my first year at the University of St. Thomas, and I'll be seeing Monica in the fall.
That's wonderful to be here with you today and to celebrate Father's Day, as I was saying earlier. And I'm also scared half to death because this is my first time being on a video interview, so have mercy on me and go easy on me. Okay? I think, well, on all of us, really. So we're beginners here. All right, let's get to the good stuff. So, as human beings, each one of us can make someone special by celebrating them, and that's just what we're going to do today for Father's Day. And just to get us started, how does the world celebrate Father's Day? What are some of the things that people usually do? You guys have any ideas?
Well, for starter, what my family usually does is we go out, probably to Bel Air to go eat dim sum, or just anywhere that's, somewhere where we can all eat, sit, and talk, because now that I have older sisters, they're out of my house, so I don't get to see them as often, so having the family come together again is nice for Father's Day.
Awesome. Wow, yeah. I love dim sum, so I'm sure your dad is sorry.
He has good taste.
Enjoys it all the time. Yes.
It runs in the family.
Anybody else have any ideas? What are some common? Yeah,
my family is also kind of like Mary's family. We also like to eat together, share, talk, laugh. My dad prefers being at home more, so maybe like a home-cooked meal. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, that's super cute. I know a lot of people for like Father's Day or Mother's Day, they typically make like a breakfast or like meals for their parents, and I'm not the best cook. I'm still learning, but one thing that was passed on from my dad to me was the gift of music. So we like to sing, and so I feel like I would try to sing a song for him or with him, because he likes karaoke, as a lot of Vietnamese parents do.
Yes, same here. Yeah, great. Those are perfect ideas, and I really think it's like all of you have touched on this kind of like quality time, right? That we're setting aside some space in our lives to really remember and to celebrate, to make him feel special, right? So let's do that. Today it's Father's Day. We're gonna make our fathers feel special, and so I'd like to invite you all to this little quick game we're gonna do. How does that sound? Are you up for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. We'll start off really easy. We'll have 3 rounds at most, okay? And so here, we're each just going to draw from these questions. There are about 26 questions divided by 3. Okay. And we'll just these questions are to kind of call up our memories about our father and share with the world how good it is to be a father. What is so special, and make our fathers who are watching this probably feel special themselves. So, okay, I go first, okay?
He goes first.
Oh no. Picking my poison. Okay. Thank you, John Paul.
This looks like a good one.
Oops. Oh, okay, pass it back. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I opened mine. I opened mine.
There will be prizes,
Ooh.
so we'll see. Okay. I know I put you through all this, so I guess I should go first, huh? Oh boy. This question reads, did your dad teach you to drive? Yes, actually he sure did. And I can remember I was at church, and we'd just be, we'd have some downtime, and he'd just have me practice turns in the parking lot. But boy, I am a nervous wreck when I drive. It's like, it's really scary. But that really got me confident, making those turns, I was almost afraid of like clipping the car next to me. Oh, but no, it was great. My dad is a great teacher, and he told me that he taught himself how to drive.
That's what my dad
He
said
taught
too.
himself not just automatic, stick shift in Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's my little question here.
Yeah,
You wanna go
okay.
next? Or anybody really?
All right. Did your dad change your diapers? Well, I'm obviously too young to remember any of this, but I can tell for sure that my mom did mention at one point that my dad did in fact change my diapers. And that's how I know that my dad's great, because he's not afraid to enter into this realm of changing diapers. So yeah, he did change my diapers, and I'm grateful for that.
That's
That's
great.
incredible.
Very happy for you.
Right on.
My question was, when was the last time you had your father's cooking? I think the last time I had it, his cooking was a few weeks ago, because most of the time my mom cooks or I eat out. And he made thịt kho, and I mean, I still don't know how to make it, even though I think it's the easiest thing to make. But that was what he made, and he also made Korean barbecue. That's his specialty.
Wow. That's
It is
incredible.
good. I like
call
it.
in Korean barbecue.
It's very good.
Yeah.
That's really funny. So if I had Mary's question, that would have been really funny because my dad doesn't know how to cook. But sometimes my mom goes to work, and so she doesn't have like enough time to cook in the morning. So when my dad comes home, he would really try to cook. And it would be so funny. He would have me taste it and ask me if it's good. And I would say, yeah, it's super good. And he would laugh because he knows it's not good. Okay, so my question is, what's your father's favorite food? I think it's bún bò Huế. I really think it's bún bò.
I love bún bò Huế.
Spicy.
So my question is, what is your dad's favorite drink? So my dad's a total food junkie, and I would say probably one of his favorite drinks would be coffee. He really loves coffee, and like he drinks it like almost every single day. He's of course cut down on his intake of daily coffee, but it's really funny to me because he's a dentist, and so he says that one of the things that he does when he sees patients is that he can tell whether someone drinks a lot of coffee because it stains your teeth yellow. But it's really funny because he drinks a lot of coffee too, so the doctor has become the patient.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. I did not mean most of these to be about food, but I mean it. Boy. Yeah. So let me go ahead and take those questions back, and we're gonna move on to round 2. That was great. You guys are getting the hang of this.
These are fun.
I think I'm gonna lose. Okay. All right, round 2. Should we go backwards?
Oh,
Oh.
fun.
Switch
Here
up.
we go. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
that's
that's
just
not
the
it.
that's just the sign.
You grabbed the biggest one. I gotta go big or go home.
This one, that one looks too scary. I'll take this one.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of scared to answer this one.
I love you, Dad. Okay. So, do I start or?
Yeah, please,
Okay.
if you would.
Alrighty. So my question is, it's 8 p.m. on a weekday. What would your dad be doing? So Dad comes around home from work about 6 p.m. And so knowing my dad, like I said, he's a total food junkie. And he also, along that lane, he's a big fan of movies. So he would probably be watching the TV or like some other show or movie while snacking on something around this time. I think that would be his ideal thing to do.
Yep, that's very dad-like.
Yeah.
Same here, same here.
Okay, my turn. Has anyone ever told you that you resemble your father? Yes, but I think I get more people to tell me that I look more like my mom.
Oh, okay.
When was a time when your dad taught you discipline? So when I was little, I hated taking showers. It's kind of gross now, but I would go home from elementary all tired. I just want to watch TV. Because, I mean, I didn't have any cable, so no Disney, no Nickelodeon, no Cartoon Network. I had PBS Kids and Cubo. And usually when I come home, there's food on the table, so I would come home, eat. And then afterwards, my dad would try to make me shower, but I like showering later on, and that's when he yelled at me to shower.
Okay, so my question is, what is a phrase your dad would often say? I was a super picky kid back then, like flat out picky. I would not eat 90% of the things that he told me to eat, especially vegetables.
Oh, same.
So he would always say at that time, I remember this now that I'm thinking about it, he would always say, just eat it, just like the song, just eat it. Yeah, just eat it.
You would even sing it too, I think.
Yeah, he would hum out the beat and be like, just eat it. Just eat it.
That is incredible. I think I need to steal that. That is beautiful. I'm a personal fan of dad jokes, so.
I love dad jokes.
Oh boy, yes. That was so great. If I may piggyback off of your question, I really like that question. My dad, he would always say, everything can be fixed. And so he'd go on to like, break something that or fix something that I broke, or mostly electronic stuff. My dad is just great at that stuff. So, yes. Okay, my question is similar to yours, actually, Mary. Has your father ever encouraged you to do something, good deed, even though you didn't want to? Yeah, for sure. So, this is pretty cool. I didn't realize that until recently, but there would be a lot of kind of like like funeral masses or visuals or just anniversaries of people's death. And he would always tell me, you should go. Why? I'd be like, why? And he would say, it's because they'll pray for you when they make it to heaven. And it's really such a powerful, I think, idea to connect yourself to a different, that different realm, the afterlife. Wow, I mean, to really make that concrete and imagine it. So it's so important, I think, to pray for the dead, pray for the people, our ancestors. They're so important for us. Okay, excellent. Wow, I really like where this is going. I think I'm learning so much about, what is common between dads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what do we see? We see a dad who knows how to have a good time, go home and eat. A dad who teaches you and teaches me about what's important in life. Right? What else do you see? Any ideas?
They know when to be serious.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Ooh, scary.
That's the scary part.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also see, how he provides for us, not just, the food that we get, but how he teaches us. And that, I think that's the best kind of providing is providing us with that virtue, that morality. So, do any of these questions call up any special memories that you have of your father? You don't have to share if you'd like to. We're almost running out of time here. If that's okay, I can. I'll go ahead and start off. Okay. Well, here's a couple of my favorite memories of my father, and I grew up actually really scared of my father. He had a temper, and he would, if I was misbehaving, he would spank me. I would feel so hurt and so angry, when I get spanked. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you so strict, so hard on me? But now I look back and I can only thank him. There's a Vietnamese proverb, well, at least part of it, right? It's Thương con cho roi cho vọt. You know what that means? It's basically you show your love to your kids through the rod, right? There's so much truth.
Oh my goodness.
Right? There's so much truth. I think it's incredible. I learned so much because my dad, took the time, the effort, and it's hard. I'm sure it's hard to spank your kids. And he, throughout all of that, he was teaching me with love, So, perhaps he can be a little angry sometimes, a little bit too angry maybe. But I remember this one thing that is so fond as a child. Okay, I would be getting ready for bed, maybe right after we all prayed together, and I'd be lying there. I was like 5 at the time or something, lying there right next to my dad, and he'd kind of like have an arm around me, and he would say, "Tại sao bố thương con? Why do I love you?" And I would say, well, he taught me to say this actually. He says, "Tại vì con là con của bố," because you are my son. And I just want to take a moment right now and thank my dad. He loved me and he cared for me, and he still does every day. And I know he prays for me too. And it's not because I did something to deserve it, but it's just because I'm a son. We've gone, Mm-hmm. So that's my favorite, couple memories from my dad, really. I don't know if you guys have any.
For myself,
chip in. Cool.
I got 2 favorite memories. The first one is when I was like 4 years old, I believe. Yeah. Well, you see, as a little kid, little toddler, I did not like going to bed. I would not stay put in bed, no matter what. And my dad hated that. He hated that, okay? But I would nevertheless just keep on coming out of bed. And so one night, in the middle of the night, I came out, hid behind the drawer, because I did not want to be in bed, like I said before. But then my dad also came out in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. On the way to the bathroom, he looks behind the drawer, and he says, "What are you doing there? What are you doing there?" And I was just silent. I was like, oh shoot, he found me. I'm guilty. What am I going to do? And he goes, "Okay, you're going to get your butt back in that bedroom right now, all right? did I make myself clear? And I'm like, no, you're not invisible. Because, I'm a little kid. I don't understand these terms. I didn't understand that term that he said, did I make myself clear? I thought he meant, did he look invisible to me? And I said, no, you're not invisible. And he picks me up and he spanks me. He's like, okay, do I make myself clear now, huh? Am I clear now? And I'm like, no, you're not invisible. You're not. And he just throws me in the room. He's so done with me. But then looking back on that now, okay, maybe he was wrong, but I'm grateful that he showed he was a man of discipline, that he wouldn't allow anything except what was right. I should have been in bed. And he made himself clear on that. Now that I'm looking back on that.
That's beautiful. But yeah, hilarious. Oh my gosh. How old were you when that happened?
Like 4 years old.
4 years old, and you said invisible?
I was spelling cat by then. So my favorite memory of my dad was him coming home from work, and this was when I was either a toddler or in elementary school. I don't know, I forgot, but I would see my dad come home, and the minute I hear the gate opening, because we have an electric gate, so every time I hear it, I would run to the door, race, pretend to hide from the door, because we have a big window with the door, so if you look in, you'll probably see me, but I'm pretty sure I was good, I was hidden, and then when my dad would open the door, I would try to scare him, but I don't think that worked really well. But I would, after, give him a kiss, from him coming home, and then after that, we would spend time with each other. He would be watching, one of those dramas, the Chinese dramas, with the Viet song dubbed. And I would sit on his neck, and I would just pretend I'm shaving his head with something random, like a little his card or something. And I'm just pretending I'm shaving his head, and that was my favorite memory of my dad.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Cute.
it's
That's
very
very
cute.
cute. So I have a lot, and I guess it wouldn't be fair to just pick a few. But so I think so to this day I am still a big daddy's little girl. I love my dad. I think he's the funniest man on earth. And so I remembered when I was a lot younger. Well, I don't remember, but my mom would tell me later on and stuff. But when I was younger, I would cry and whine a lot, throw big tantrums for who knows what reason, right? So my dad would get really fed up with it, and he would supposedly lock me out of the house. He would lock me out of the house, in our garage or something, in the dark or something. I don't really know. It sounds really scary, but it basically was just stop crying. Why are you crying, right? And so I just think it's really funny because now if I think about it now, it's I've obviously grown so much from it, and my dad and I are super close, I would say, and it's I wouldn't do that now, but it's just really funny how my relationship with my dad has just gone like this. I don't throw fits anymore. I mean, I'm a big girl now, but I just think it's really funny how dads just have different ways of disciplining you and stuff. So yeah, I just think
they're very creative.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. When I was a kid, I was very mischievous, as my parents would like to complain to me now. And because I was very mischievous child, I have a lot of memories of being disciplined for being mischievous. But there's also a lot of great memories of my dad where he was very loving, or he was a very fatherly figure for me. And so my father is a very godly man, for which I am very thankful for. And I have one of my earliest memories is probably the first. The reason why it probably stuck out as a memory is because it's probably the first time I saw him cry, the first and only time I saw him cry. I was at Mass, no, not at Mass. I was at a church, and I think they were having benediction or something. And as the priest was showing the monstrance with the Holy Eucharist, and he was processing it down the aisle and showing it to the congregation, I look at my dad, and he has tears streaming down his face, and I'm like, Dad, why are you crying? And he was like, well, that's Jesus. And I didn't get it at the time, of course, but it's always been a very core memory for me. And looking back at all, he's always been there for me, just like God has been there for him in every step of his way. Like he actually, when he signed us up for Vietnam, which is a Vietnamese martial arts, when I was little, he also joined around the same time. But we didn't have the uniform then, so we would be in our church clothes, because it would be in the weekend. So he would always do it with us, practice until we got our uniforms. He would run around and do the exercise of the stretches. We learned the attack forms. I can't remember that much anymore because it's been a while. But I remember, like, every time we had the tournaments and stuff, I would always get the trophies for, like, the first place, and he would get them as well. And so everyone would always be saying, like, oh, just like father, like daughter. And it always, like, struck like this, like, yes, like, I have something that he can be proud of and I could be proud of, that I'm like my father, someone I looked up to a lot. So that's always going to be a great reminder for me.
That is so beautiful. Yeah, that is so cool with martial arts with your father. I'm kind of jealous. Vietnam. Well, that was really, like, you guys have incredible stories, and in fact your fathers have incredible stories too. I feel like I've learned more about your fathers than I have learned about you guys. But yeah, it really isn't quite beautiful. You know, the way that our fathers show us love and the way that we resemble them. It's fantastic, and it's really, I think, God's gift to us. But you know, we call God also Father, don't we? Yeah. So it's like God gave us our fathers in this world to show us what He is like, our Father in heaven. And it's not because we did anything to deserve it. I mean, we can't give ourselves life. It's the first thing we need, right? We get it from God the Father. So it really is thank you to our fathers, because we can only experience God, you know, God the Father, through our earthly fathers. So how should we respond to this kind of love, you know, this unconditional love? Well, I think our pastor, Father Thomas Aquinas, GIệnh I, will sing us a quick little song for his father to demonstrate that.
Sau đây xin được gửi đến quý vị một nhạc phẩm Vào đời của linh mục Nguyễn Văn Trinh. Vào đời bằng tiếng khóc khi con được thở trời, vào đời bằng ánh mắt ngỡ ngàng trước mặt trời tôi, vào đời bằng tiếng hát của mẹ ngọt ngào thêm, vào đời bằng âu yếm êm đềm của mẹ cha, vào đời bằng đôi môi, vào đời bằng tim tôi, vào đời con vào đời, vào đời con vào đời thôi, vào đời bằng ngơ ngác khi con bước vào cửa trường, vào đời bằng tiếng hát quây quần giữa bạn học quen, vào đời bằng lễ khóc con ngồi học bên cha, vào đời bằng tiếng thiết của mẹ ơi con, vào đời ôi vào đời vì Chúa đã thương con, vào đời
Yes, thank you, Father GIệnh I, for that beautiful song. And so I'd ask all of you to join me as we close up this show, this session, with the Our Father prayer. So you'll just join me. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Well, thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again. Well, have a good evening, and again, happy Father's Day to all our fathers up there.